Hey everyone, you're watching Tamit Saleh's Tennis Forum. Boy, it feels good to say that. It's been almost half a year. I do apologize for not making videos, but it has been a hectic few months in my life. And I'm sure for all of you guys as well, the last few months has just been something like completely different to anything anyone's experienced before. I'll just briefly tell you some of the things I've been up to. So, as you know, with the COVID-19 situation, things have been tough. I didn't get any time off work. In fact, I've been having to work a lot more since COVID started. So I am grateful for that. I know it's been tough for many people losing jobs and things like that. So I hope you all have been okay in that sense. I've had to go to a few weddings. Just last weekend, I was climbing a mountain. So when Cincinnati began, I was actually on top of a mountain. So just yeah, loads of different things have snowballed together. And also, you fall out of that groove of making a weekly video and things like that. So it was, yeah, I just had to get myself back in the routine, and hopefully from now there will be a lot more content. Of course, with tennis going to a complete standstill for a while as well, it was a bit difficult to make videos. There have been some talking points that I'll quickly brush over at the end, like the Adria Tour, and also some things that were said by a few players. But yeah, now that tennis is back with Cincinnati, and then the US Open, French Open, World Tour finals, there's roaming between there as well, so things will start picking up. One thing that I must say, and I can't stress this enough, is how thankful I am for all of you guys sticking around. Some of the messages I've been receiving has been amazing. It's been wonderful. I honestly expected that when I took this break or a sabbatical that I would lose a lot of subscribers, but actually I've gained subscribers in my time off, which is incredible. And all of you guys have stayed. You could have thought that this guy is not releasing any content and things like that, so I really do appreciate it. You guys have been leaving some lovely messages, asking me when I'll be back. Some of you have even messaged me and found me on Instagram and messaged me and things like that, so I do appreciate it. And well, I'm here now and hopefully to stay with tennis beginning. And yeah, I feel really bad for even saying this, but if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I feel like this is like a channel reborn now, so hopefully there will be weekly content now. We'll be going back to stats and facts for the US Open, ATP rankings, the breakdown. Yeah, let's see if we can maybe hit 50 thumbs up on this, let's say, return video. I hope you guys have all been safe. I hope that your families have been safe, and I hope that life has somewhat returned to as normal as can be. I don't think it will return fully normal, let's say, for a while yet, but I hope you're all okay, and I hope that your family have been staying safe. So yeah, without further ado, I am going to just say let's roll the intro. However, this is a new phone I'm recording on, so I don't even know if I have that intro clip, so let's see. So the main talking point, the Cincinnati Open, it has begun, and we're almost at the quarterfinal stage now. So I'll just quickly run through what's the latest. As I'm making this video, but this match will be over by the time it comes out. Djokovic and Sandgren are playing. Djokovic is a set-up. He's won the first set 6-2. So it is looking good for him, and it looks like he will face Struff in the quarterfinals. So things are looking pretty good for Novak in that match. I must say that in his first round match, he did struggle a lot. He had this persistent neck injury. He had to call the medic 3 times. So and like the scoreline as well, 7-6 in the first set. It wasn't a walk in the park for Novak. He withdrew from the doubles, of course. But yeah, it seems like he'll be able to play his way through it. He is the only big three in the US right now and taking part in Cincinnati and the US Open. We'll look into that a little bit more in another video coming up. Then we have Medvedev, who's already qualified for the quarterfinals, the defending champion, of course, and he will play the winner of either fellow countryman Khachanov or RBA. We have Andy Murray with a fantastic win against Sasha Zverev yesterday. Murray, I'd say back from injury, but he has been back, but he's been a bit on and off with Murray. But I did not expect him to beat Sasha, but he did in 3 sets. He was actually 4-1 up in the third, and then Sasha came back to be 5-4 ahead, and at that point it did seem like Murray would lose. I wouldn't say choke, but yeah, he'd lose it, but came back, got the victory against Sasha. Sasha actually afterwards did say that it was quite tough returning back to tennis after such a long time. He did say that, look at Dominic Thiem, who of course crashed out in the opening round, saying that it is tough to get back. Thiem, I'm just going to quickly take a bit of a sidestep, let's say, and talk about Thiem. he was having an incredible COVID exhibition summer. He was just killing it in the exhibitions. His exhibition record was 25 wins and 3 losses, which puts him at an 89% win percentage. So it did seem like Dominic Thiem would be out the blocks really well, really sharp. But if you look at his 2020 ATP record, it is 9-5, which is only a 64% win percentage. So yeah, let's see what happens with that. I must also add that with Dominic Thiem's loss in the first round, it does confirm that Novak Djokovic will pass Pete Sampras's all-time weeks at number 1 record, or for second place in the record actually. He will reach 287 weeks on September the 21st. That means that after that it is only Roger Federer at 310 weeks that would be ahead of Novak Djokovic. Are you in tomorrow? I don't think there was any doubt in anyone that Novak would pass Pete Sampras. The main one is the Roger Federer record at 310 weeks, and for him to pass that, he will need to stay world number 1 until March the 8th, 2021. We'll of course see how things change, or if there's a second wave of coronavirus and things like that, but that's the date to drop in your calendar to see if Novak Djokovic can get that world number 1 spot. Sorry, back to the Cincinnati Open. Murray is going to play Canadian Raonic in the last 16, and the winner will play, sorry for my pronunciation of both of these names, but Fucsovics or Krajinovic, I believe that's how it's said. So looking at these, let's say, quarterfinals / last 16 draws, I can see Novak beating Sandgren and Struff to reach the semi-finals, where I believe he would face Medvedev. That would be a repeat of last year's semi-final, where Djokovic was a set and a break up, I believe, and then Medvedev, it was that match that where he just went crazy on the servings. He was doing first serves for second serves, so a very high risk, high reward strategy that really paid off that day, and he turned that match around, went on to win Cincinnati, which was his first Masters, and that was the sort of like the start. Well, he had the Washington win, but it was the start of a wait, did he have the Washington win? Sorry, it's been so long. Did Kyrgios win, or did anywho, it was the start of a great summer for Medvedev, where he just went on this hot streak of winning tournaments, only losing the US Open final to Rafa in 5, and then winning St. Petersburg and things like that. So it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out. Djokovic did get the better of their last meeting, which was in the ATP Tour earlier this year, I believe. In the other half, I can see, well, look, it's very hard. Players are coming back. You don't know how everyone's going to perform, but just by rankings alone and just by looking at some of the names, I do see Tsitsipas coming through, and the Brit in me is going to say he's going to face Andy Murray in that semi-final. In terms of my prediction for Cincinnati, it'd be very easy for me to say Djokovic, just by, he's the world number 1. He's not lost a match this year, and it's fine. Look, I know it's not the same, and there'll be a huge asterisk even if he does go on the whole year to not lose a match, which would still be an amazing achievement, but considering half the year wasn't played. But if you remember correctly, I believe earlier on in the year, before the stop, he did say that his target was to go the entire 2020 season undefeated. It was a tongue-in-cheek comment. He didn't mean it. It was a joke. But I mean, we're almost in September now. I don't know what you say of it, but he's still undefeated. Let's see how that one goes. My favorite would still be Novak Djokovic to win the tournament. I think that semi-final against Medvedev is going to be the one to watch. But yeah, unless his neck is playing up and a lot more serious than what I'm seeing it as, at least, I can't see anyone other than Novak Djokovic winning it. It would be a monumental victory for Novak Djokovic. As you know, he's won every single Masters 1000, but can he win them all twice? Cincinnati is the only one that he hasn't won twice, so it'd be a double career golden Masters, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's what he's trying to go for. He did go for it last year as well, but couldn't do it. So can he get that revenge on Daniil Medvedev? The Cincinnati Masters, rich history. First played in 1899, the second biggest tournament in the US, but it is being played in Flushing Meadows this year, the venue for the US Open. It does make a lot of sense. no need for the extra travel and all that sort of stuff. It may help players get adjusted to the courts and things like that. I believe a few players have come out and said that they are playing faster than usual. It is only the 5th time since the tournament began in 1899, so over 120 odd years, that it is not being played in the Cincinnati venue. The previous times, Indianapolis hosted it in 1914, 17, 19, and in 1920 it was held in Fort Wayne. But yeah, only the 5th time it's not being played in Cincinnati. But yeah, that's the Cincinnati roundup for you guys. I know it's not a great video, but for me, the key thing here was just to get back in the groove and just talk to you guys. Hopefully you go crazy on the comment section. I'd love to hear what you guys have been up to, how, I hope your family and yourself, you're safe, how you've been spending time in the lockdowns and COVID situations. Is everything back to normal, and how excited you are for the tennis. So that is the real thing here. I'll try to respond to as many comments as possible. Once again, thank you so much for the lovely comments you left me. It did mean a lot, and I'm genuinely excited to be back on YouTube now. So yeah, just looking forward to hearing your guys' opinions on that, and of course on the tennis as well, who you think is going to win, what you think of the US Open, things like that. I will be posting another quick short video on the rankings breakdown, the new rankings, and also a brief preview on the US Open, I suppose, with Novak Djokovic being the only big three taking part in it this year. But yeah, I'm just going to wrap it up. I've completely forgotten how I used to do it before. I'm sure there was something about subscribe and thumbs up and things like that. But yeah, honestly, just glad to be back. Thank you so much for staying loyal. And yeah, looking forward to hearing from all of you guys.